Hi, beautiful shining stars. Excuse my madness, but it's moving day for my mother-in-law, and I just did my hair and I put it up so I get my curls, and I hadn't had a chance to do anything with it. So what you see is what you get. So yeah, I'm gonna do a live here, and then of course I'm gonna record on the other one because I want to make sure that you can see both angles of the Archangel Raziel ritual. Happy new moon energy. I'm also going to be sharing the magic of the new moon. I'm sorry I'm late. it's it's been a very fun couple of weeks, my friends. It has. It absolutely has. So while I prepare, I said, let me come here with you and chat about what this magic is all about. So we're going to be connecting with beautiful Archangel Raziel. For those of you that got your Archangel Raziel kits, you are more than welcome to start taking them out and start prepping, because we are going to connect with the angels and start manifesting. Let's do that. I'm going to put some solfeggio music in the background because I like to keep the frequency really high and positive. And I'm going to put on my webcam so I could record also the video. I think I might have made this a little high. I don't know. Don't want to put it to be able to see, right? Okay, that was weird. That's cool. So I don't even know half of the stuff that I could do with these things. I learn as I go always. Here we go. I'll be able to. Where's the. Because I like to have a video, so if you guys want to use this, because the whole point of this ritual is that even if this is the first time you know about it and you've never, done it before, you could do this beautiful ritual anytime. We have some natural thunder in the background because it's storming. We have a Hurricane Lee that's passing to, I think, our east side, because I'm in Florida, so it's passing to the east side. I hope this new moon is bringing you guys a lot of positive vibration. Let's see, what do we have here? Magical forest music. Maybe we'll do some magical forest music. Okay, skip survey. Sometimes, that's really loud. All right, here we go. So the first things first is if you got your Archangel Raziel ritual, you got a printable, and you also got, let me fix this. Okay. So you got the Archangel Raziel ritual comes with, I think it comes with like 4 candles, and here goes the crystal. The candles come like this. They should have crystals on them. Sometimes the crystals do fall out, and some of them have the energy to ward off the evil eye. Because this ritual, if you all have been following along, we're doing a lot of portal manifesting this radiant year. And I keep shaking everything. So there's a lot of portal energy. And through these different shifts and portals, it opens up new doors. So if you are on track to manifesting, Spirit is going to share with you tools and creations for you to connect and expand, right? So I also have the Archangel. Mine doesn't have a picture, but yours has a picture of Archangel Raziel, just like the principal. And you should have gotten some rose quartz. And there's a reason I sent rose quartz. So this is mine. I've had this for a long, long time. This is my rose quartz. And you can see all of the different, if you look at the other, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the webcam, but the rose quartz that I'm holding up has a lot of like shatters, like almost like lines in it. And it's because of all the energy and all the years that I've used this crystal. So crystals create like almost like a footprint of your energy and what you're doing with them. So this one is the shape of a puff heart. It's great to work with your heart chakra, and we're going to be working with our heart chakra today. So the printable pretty much tells you exactly what you need to do. It has, and I love this because it has the I'm going to share it with you. It has the beautiful seal of Archangel Raziel, and I made it really big. So you could put your spell right over it. So this is something that I would make a couple copies of because you only really need one candle. If you want, some of you that have ordered it, Archangel Raziel asked me to send you extra candles so you could do a pyramid. So what you want to do is, if you want, you don't have to do it. You could cut out the circle. This is hand drawn by me. That's why it's not 100% perfect, because it is handmade. And that's his sigil in the middle with the energies all around, which are the divine names of God. So the whole point is that you're going to take your candle. And what we're going to do here is we're not going to do any scribing. We're just simply going to put our intention, and I want you to visualize your intention. What you want to do is grab your rose quartz and just put it over your third eye, just to clear that energy. And take a deep breath, just to be in tune with your high frequency and allow the energies to flow. This is so you can, when you do this, it also opens up the waves and the frequencies for you to more easily access your angels and connect with them and hear them. Now remember, angels come in the energy of breathing. So they come in through your own thoughts. So it's not like you're hearing, think about your conscience, the little conscience that I used to call Jiminy Cricket when I was a little girl. So the beautiful energy just, flows through you. And then I'm going to add my quartz right on the sigil. Okay, and then you're going to grab your beautiful candle. You're going to hold it. You're going to hold your intention. You notice that I'm holding it on my left hand. So your left side is your receiving side. So I'm holding it in my left because I want to receive something. If I'm doing this to release, I would hold it on my right because I'm just giving something, I'm releasing. Or if I want to give energy to others, I also give it through my right. But since I am bringing it in, I'm in tune to the receiving. And this is sometimes, I know there's a lot of you guys that don't vision, you can't see. I do, I have no problem with that. It's just to hold a thought, hold a thought of your intention over your beautiful candle. Just give it all that energy and stay in that frequency for as long as you need in order to feel your body emanate the energy of your intention. Almost see like a light inside of your heart chakra. See your intention on a beautiful bubble, and we could do a pink bubble inside of your heart chakra, emanating and pulsating, and see it extend out of your arm, down to your wrists, and into your hand. That beautiful divine energy as you hold your candle with your left hand, and you're setting your intention over this candle. And then I'm going to put the candle in the middle over the sigil of Archangel Raziel. And then we're going to grab our Archangel Raziel oil. And this oil smells amazing. And for those of you that got this oil, tell me it doesn't smell amazing. I love co-creating magic with spirit because their oils, I think that if I were and you know what? Lies. I have, because I follow Silver Raven. Silver Raven was one of my favorite witches because she's a head witch. And I love herbs, and I work with apothecary for myself. I don't trust myself enough to like do it for others because of, sometimes herbs and stuff. I feel like I don't know, my knowledge of it is not extended enough for me to offer that type of work for others. So I do it for myself and my family and my friends, especially when it comes to like deep healings. So sometimes I will be using her recipes to create oils, but never how when I connect with spirit and create these oils. Oh, these. So I'm just putting some right behind my ears as I'm emanating this divine energy. Archangel Raziel, as we are here in this now radiant moment during this cosmic new moon, which is supposed to open all the doors to our intentions and our desires, I call upon your vibrating energy to open up all of the doors of our intentions and what we desire. Just, feeling that beautiful vibration of the angels. And with movement is another great way to manifest what you are trying to intend and desire. Oh, it smells so good. Thank you, Archangel Raziel. In this moment, we have certain intentions and desires that we would like to manifest, holding it through the essence and energy of our heart chakras and extending it outwards over to you and the cosmics and all God source energy to make manifest into our now radiant moment. We understand of the divine timing, so we allow and surrender any impatience, any holds, any blocks. We completely clear that, clearing all that, all those blocks, all those energies. So you could just wave that energy out of you. Just wave that energy out. Just wave it out. You're surrendering. You know that Archangel Raziel is taking care of you right now. Take a deep breath in, release. Just come down into that positive energy of light, of prosperity, of abundance, of flow. As you emanate through all of this divine energy, thank you, Archangel Raziel. Thank you, thank you. Truly, truly grateful for all the gifts, all the insights, all the messages that we receive on a daily basis, knowingly and unknowingly, in front of us and with behind the scenes. So we know that you are working on our behalf, always. Just feel that energy just drop. See that light? Sometimes when you're in this zone with your eyes closed, the light around you tends to emanate brighter. Those are your angels. And sometimes it becomes a little like intense because you're like, whoa, what's that? Hello. Those are your angels. You used to feel the chills. Those are your angels right here, right now. Beautiful angels of light. We invoke your essence and your energy. Our guardian angels that come around us. We invoke your essence and energy. Activating our divine God DNA as we are emanating in God's source light and energy from within. I'm seeing the light within our solar plexus. The light is simply almost in a circular position and movement, just circulating. Feel that radiant energy in your solar plexus, pulsating this divine light. The beautiful angels are here. I witness Archangel Jophiel. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. Thank you. You might see tints of pinks and greens, because I'm seeing like little sparkles of tints of green and pink, like almost like little orbs and little sparkles all around. Allow the beautiful energy to come in and release all the tension. Release it all. All that no longer serves you, just release, let go, release, let go. Feel that beautiful love, that unconditional God source love. Archangel Michael's here. He noticed that there's some blocks in some of you. I saw some taints of dark aura, some kind of like dust particles, almost like gray smoke around some of you. And he is using his golden sword, accept Archangel Michael's golden sword energy as he releases all of that energy. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. Removing and releasing all of those lower vibrations and psychic attacks from all times, all quantum realities, from every moment of your life, from what was, what is, and what will be, as you are in divine light. Allow, allow. And when you're ready, come into your now. So you never know how these beautiful, beautiful angelic rituals will come through. So once you're ready, you have all this energy going around you, and you could come back to this video over and over, and you're going to get new insights and you're going to get new messages. Just don't second guess. Allow, let it flow. So sometimes your ego will try to peek in and tell you, no, that's me talking, or that's you talking. Let it all go. And then when you're ready, it's just started pouring outside. You're going to take your candle and you're going to light it. And you're going to place it right in the center of Archangel Raziel's sigil. Oh, mine sparked. The other video caught that. I hope it did. All right. So we are going to do, who's here with me today? We are connecting with Archangel Raziel. For those of you that are here, part of this video, so all you have to do is light your candle, set your intention as I showed you through before, put your quartz, and you also have the Dear Archangel Raziel letter for you to connect with this beautiful energy. Something that I do is once it is done, that, and the candle might not fully burn, but once you're done, you want to snuff it out and you want to light it again when you're around. You want this energy to always be around you, okay? So I only have the candle on when you're in the space. So I have an altar that I go to every single day and light my candles, and I'm around that energy when I'm lighting the candle. Sometimes you'll see me in a video kind of pop. Now I made more room so I can see from no matter where I'm at, because sometimes if I'm doing energy work, the candles get really, really intense, and I've had a couple mishaps. So always be around your candle, okay? I'm going to shut that off, and I'll probably add more to that video. Okay, so who's here with me today? We're going to work on our purposes. This is the new moon energy, and a lot of you guys have been messaging me that you're a bit stuck in what's going on and what you're trying to co-create. I brewed myself a fresh cup of coffee, so we're going to be here shaking the energies and co-creating what we intend and what we desire. How is that? All right, nobody is here. I'm just talking into the big. All right, so let's pick an affirmation card. See, because sometimes people will see these videos later and they will correspond to what's going. I guess I'll wait for people to come in, and let's talk about this new moon. And I'm going to use, because I feel like the purpose cards are good for this new moon energy, because from what I'm seeing, this new moon energy, and I haven't listened to any, I like to usually listen to the astrological events of what these energies have in store for us. Spirit did tell me that all of these energies, 9/9, 9/14, 9/11, 9/22, and 23, and then we have 10/10, 10/11, 10/14, 22, and 23. So it's like a lot of energies that we are encountering as we move through 2023. So let's see what Spirit wants to share about our divine purposes. Okay. Oh, I love this. So these are the purpose cards, right? And I'm going to share. This is why I love Spirit and the way they work. Look at this. You can't make this stuff up. So the card is infinite abundance, and it says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose, right? And what have we been talking about through these portals of manifesting? We are connecting to our higher selves. We're working with divine power, divine purpose to co-create what we intend and what we want into our lives. And something that I've been teaching a lot in my class, because a lot of the participants and all of us, we as a human want to see things happen now. And a lot of the times the reason why people don't manifest is because they give up too easily, or they get frustrated that it's not happening. So instead of giving it more energy and allowing, they get mad and be like, this doesn't work. And then I don't care. And they sabotage it all the time. I see this all the time. So I noticed in my many, many years that when you surrender, did you see when we did the Archangel Raziel and we surrendered the energy? When you surrender the energy, that you say, this is what I intend and I desire. Now I'm surrendering. I'm not going to call you tomorrow and be like, oh, it's not going to work, or oh, I'm losing faith, or oh, it's not happening. When you surrender, it means you know that you're giving it to your angels because you're desiring it, and you're allowing the vibration and energy, and you're telling your angels, I know that you got me. I have to not worry about this. I fully trust you. I have total faith and belief in you. So I'm going to allow this. I'm going to surrender to this. I'm not going to keep checking if you want, and I'll tell them, if you want to share something with me, like action plans, like of something that, like, let's say, for me, it's like I'm always working on growing and expanding, right? So anything that has to do with my growing and expanding, if you want to share with me that, let me know, and I'll take it from there, right? And I'll take action. But if you don't show me, I'm just allowing. I'm surrendering it to you. I believe, and I know, and I acknowledge that it's going to happen for me better, as I want it, or better, or more. You always want to give the energy of better or more, because God wants the very best for you. And sometimes you want a little house with a white picket fence, and God wants to send you a mansion. You know what I'm saying? So you have to always say, or better or more. And always in healing and prosperity for all. Like, I love to, the reason I do my work, you notice that when I'm doing my rituals, I'm not just like me, I'm saying for all of you. So as you come here, all of you are claiming this energy, and all of you are in this vibration of manifesting and co-creating. Now, can't make this stuff up. See what I'm talking about? Trust. So the card says, trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So, and that's how the angels speak to you. The angels come to you in a vibration, right? And this could be through feelings, through emotions. Yes, many messages. I get messages through books, through songs, through other people that come up to me and tell me something. Like, for those of you that have been watching, you know that I absolutely love Sarah Jordan, and Right on 99. I did a part of her community thing, and she sent me this beautiful, radiant email with so much information and insights that I was like, I know this, but it was like, oh, now I know that I know. Now I understand. I acknowledge, yes, I knew that I was doing this, but it wasn't like, you know how sometimes you know stuff, but you don't like pay attention, and it takes somebody else to be like, Daisy, but this is a situation. If you do this, and you're like, oh my God, yes, the angels told me to do this. Why didn't I do this? Thank you. Sometimes we need that. So that's why getting readings, or I now do a venting session where it's called empathic listener, where I did that for my clients because they love to like send me their what's going on. You know, look, Daisy, I'm going through this and that and the other. So they send me like these paragraphs of their life situation. So I created the empathic listener. So it's only, I think they're like $13 or $15. And then I read their texts or messages or emails and whatnot. And then I give them insights on what they send me. So getting those insights over dreams, life occurrences, visions, emotions, feelings is a great way to understand how spirit is corresponding to what you're asking. So a lot of us, I know, because when I first started the angels, I was expecting them to sit down right in front of me, have a cup of coffee, and have a chat. And it doesn't work that way. I remember that the angels finally like, Daisy, we're here. Hello, hello. Like they were like, can you hear us? So it took me a while to really acknowledge that they're coming through my breathing. So that's why when we did that ritual, we breathe, we dropped down. I got out of my crazy and I dropped down to a level of just serenity so I could hear what they're saying, because they come through your breath. And it's always like, take a moment to breathe and then release. And then through that energy, they come in and you're going to feel chills, waves. You're going to see bright lights. Sometimes you see even orbs. It's like it gets really intense and crazy. They love to send in signs. Some signs are going to be, I know that the whole 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3 is getting very boring, but they send me things like ladybugs, feathers, coins. These are all indications of what I'm asking for is on its way. It's almost like they're dropping that confirmation email, right? When you're like, hey, a deposit's coming in. You get the confirmation email before you get the deposit. Very similar. Or you get the phone call, hey, I'm outside, open the door, that confirmation. So it's kind of the same thing, but in a very spiritual manner. Now, you get the energy of research. It says reading, research, education will help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So I feel like what the angels are saying through cosmic, beyond just you, we are changing. The whole world is changing. The old system is no longer serving us. People are completely just releasing what was and just focusing on what they want to do with their lives. That's why you hear a lot of people that left their jobs, that are working from home, that are starting creating endeavors, that are going back to school. And then they're going back to school and they're not going to like universities that are costing them an arm and a leg. They're finding out that there's actual free universities, that a lot of years ago, nobody was aware of that there's actually government funded universities that are completely free. They have a certain amount of degrees and certificates and whatever, but it doesn't cost you anything. So you don't have to get in debt to learn certain things that you're going to use in your life. So I love that vibration. All right, so let's talk. Show us, beautiful fairies. Show us what this new moon energy has in store for us. What are we to expect? And okay, I've only been here 30 minutes. All right, so there's a huge date that's coming around very soon. Actually, I feel like they're sharing this with people that are here. Fairies see you guys. So one of you is having a birthday very soon. And they're saying that through the energy of your birthday. So, and I love this, super funny. I almost saw this ritual before. So I have this thing that I make sure that on my birthday, and of course my kid's birthday, that they make a wish when they light the candles of their birthday cakes or cupcakes or whatever. But Spirit is telling me that you find out the time of birth, your time of birth. And on that time, you make your wish. You can light a candle, but you don't have to. It's just about you extending and making that wish. Also getting someone's going to get confirmation of marriage. They say that unfortunately it's not going to be that romantic gesture that they've been looking for and wanting. It's going to be very like, we should get married. What are we waiting for? But you're still going to be very happy and very content in knowing that, oh my gosh, we're doing this. We're finally doing this. I feel like this person's been waiting to get married for such a long time. They've been with their beloved for years even, and they're getting those radiant news. And then there's someone here who is asking. And it's super funny because we already talked about this. And they're just super impatient because they're not getting the answers that they're looking for. They're like, I've been waiting. X amount of time has gone by. I'm tired. I don't want to wait anymore. And the fairies are saying, patience, please. Just know that what you're asking for is going to happen. There's actually things that are happening that you are not aware of. You need to calm down and be patient and allow what needs to happen to occur first. before you get your outcome. You need to relax. Oh, I love when the fairies tell us stuff like that. You don't know how many times they told me that. Divine timing, but they get very they're having fun with us. They're saying that this is the energy to ask for what you want. Always focusing on what you want, but in a present tense. You have to learn the language of the cosmos. You can't ask for, I want to have, or can you bring me? You have to declare that you have it. You have to affirm. This is a whole energy of I am. And you have to do it in a way that you're also kind of like tricking your subconscious, because there's people that it's very hard for them to tap into that frequency. So when they say, I have $1 million in the bank, their ego's like, you're such a fucking liar. So you have to use things like, what if, or I'm sure, I'm sure that I have $1 million in my bank account. So you're giving kind of that, almost that uncertainty type energy. You're almost like you're tricking ego. You're tricking that voice is going to always go against what you're trying to manifest. And you're telling them, well, you know what? I'm sure that I have $1 million in my bank account, or what if I have $1 million in my bank account? Like, you're like, like, what if there's $1 million in my bank? Like, what are you going to do? What if there's $1 million? So it's like working with those different energies until you get into the place where you could say, I have $1 million, or I am sure I have $1 million in my bank account. And I'm just using that. Like, you could use it for anything, your relationships, your career, whatever it is that you're trying to, you have to get to a place where you acknowledge that this is real. That's why I say that mirror work is the hardest, but it is the most powerful. Because when you get in your face, when you're in the mirror and you get in your face and you're telling yourself who you are, what you're trying to achieve, it's the hardest thing because you're looking at yourself. And you're going to have that criticism that's telling you, no, you're a liar, or you're not this, or you're not that. But at that moment, you could disarm that energy. And that's something that I always teach my class participants, is how to, at that moment when that energy comes in, you say no. That might have been part of my past, but it is not part of my now. That does not own me. That is not who I am. I am, and then you state, a successful, like I said in my class, a successful businesswoman, and walk the walk, talk. When you talk to other people, talk your success. Today I felt good because this couple that I hadn't seen in a long time came over, and they're like, holy smokes, oh my God, you run your businesses. Oh my God, look at this. And like really like proud of like me doing what I'm doing. And we had this whole conversation, and, and I'm like just expressing like my plans and all that amazing work. And she's like, that's awesome. I want, I was thinking about that too. And we're just sharing like our retirement plans and stuff like that. So it's really cool when you feel so sure that this has no other outlet than to happen. When you get into that, it's when you feel like it's not going to happen, like unsure, like you kind of like go in your shell because you feel like then you're emanating that self-sabotage energy. And that's the energy that when it happens, you have to disarm. And that's what I teach in my classes, in my unblocking class, and even now in the Blue Moon class. We're working through all those different shifts and energies so we could connect with what we want. And a lot of dark shit comes up when we're doing this work. And there's a reason when this comes up. When these energies and frequencies come up, it's good so we can see, okay, why is this happening? Why do I feel like this? Why am I having this dream? Why is this person treating me this way? Those are all patterns that you have to look at to see why they're occurring. Sometimes you will get treated a certain way because that's how you see yourself. I had this very negative saying about myself, really negative saying. And it took me a long time. And I used to say it jokingly, well, yeah, because I'm this. And it took me a long time to be like, well, that's the story I'm telling. Because sometimes we don't even notice that that's the story that you're telling. So you have to change how you address yourself. And by really paying attention to what it is that you're expressing, because sometimes you don't even notice. To me, it was a joke because it was disheartening, it was annoying and all of that, but I would try to make it seem minuscule by making a joke out of it. But the truth is, it was something that was hurting me and was bringing my vibration down. So I had to disarm that energy and rewrite that script. So even there's times now, and I always tell my soul cousin, hey, when you hear me say certain things, like tell me on fact, because sometimes we do it in such an automatic vibration that we don't even notice that we do it. We don't even notice that we say it. So sometimes when I do my sabbaticals, I try not to talk to anybody. I try to stay in a very within energy. And, I have a participant that she told me, hey, Daisy, I love your work, but your messages are really, really long. I don't have time to watch. And I was like, absolutely, I totally understand. There's days that I don't have time for anything. But then Spirit's like, this is the problem that everybody has. That everybody is always working on everything else, kind of hustling, right? We got to hustle. And they don't put the effort into their Zen, their inward motion, their inner works. So you're doing all of this outer work, but you're not doing much inner work. And then you're wondering why you're not manifesting. And I'm like, holy shit, that's so true. I'm going to give you a perfect example. When I do morning meditation, evening meditation, afternoon meditation, I manifest so much more than when I just get overwhelmed with so much work and then I could only meditate once a day. So regardless, I always meditate, but I find that it's more productive for me when I do 2 to 3 times a day than when I do just one. Imagine some of you don't meditate at all, So putting yourself first, doing that inward energy work first before your 9 to 5, before all your responsibilities. I don't even care if you're a mom with 20 kids. You need to put your first. Because if you don't put your place first, then you can't be a good mom. When I used to be a teacher, I had 25 kids in class, and I would get home so stressed and deranged. I never forget that my pivotal moment was when my own 3-year-old, who was terrible 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6, like he was nonstop. In this day and age, I would have told him he has ADHD. I don't believe in that bullshit. But anywho, I remember I snapped at him, and it was that moment that I said, I'm not doing this job anymore. He's first, not the 25 kids. And I had to make that decision, and it worked out because I got another job where I was making double what I was making in the school, and I was home with my kids. So it worked out. So you have to look into your life and see what is not working. So when you have a moment that you're like snapping or you're in a bad mood, those are all red flags. Those are all signs indicating that something is not right. If you're going to work and you don't like your work, you're not in a proper place. You're not living your purpose-driven life. You're not working in your purpose, and you're probably not even making the money that you're supposed to be making. I've learned it many folds when I see that I make more from my co-creating energy than I did from any other job. So, it's all kind of something of balancing and looking at your life through an outside lens, an outside scope. And sometimes the best way to do this is by getting a reading or hiring a mentor or taking a class or a course so you could do the work and see things that you would have never seen before. So yeah, let's close with beautiful Archangel Raziel to see if he wants to share anything with us. Here's another sign. I don't know if you can see it. It's still on. Sorry. It's still on, but it's very dim. Very dim. that indicates to me that there's a block in what I am intending. So then I am going to sit with Archangel Raziel to find out what this block is, so he could help me through to understand and acknowledge what I have to do in order to co-create what I just asked for. Candle magic, my friends. That's your angels talking to you. Right there, Archangel Raziel telling me, Daisy, we need to work at something, girl. This is not working. You're doing something that is not in the flow. So these are all ways and messages of you connecting with your angelic team. And instead of getting frustrated and be like, oh, I knew it wasn't going to work, and getting mad and just putting even more dark energy into the matters, I'm like, okay, no problem. Let's fix this. And that's like in my wealth class when we did the tapping into the energy of two, when I work with my ethereals, that we sit down and we kind of like, I express to my team what I'm trying to manifest, and I get feedback from them. That is so powerful. So powerful. And another, before I close, for those of you that are watching, thank you. And we're going to do a webinar soon. I'm going to do one on YouTube. I'm going to do one for Eventbrite, which is a Zoom. So Eventbrite, you'll get to be able to see me and ask questions. We could interact. So that's going to be awesome. On December 31st, set the dates. We are launching our money, the arts. Oh gosh, I'm having a moment, people. It's called Understanding the Language of Money. So I have it written down. The whole class is about our words and how we address and how we connect with money. A lot of us, the reason that we don't attain money, the reason that money leaves and it comes in spurts, right? We'll make a couple $1,000s and then a couple $1,000 go out the window, So it's almost like you're living that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So there's a reason that happens, and it's because how we connect energetically with money. In the Language of Money course, you are going to understand how money works. You're going to co-create with money in an energetic level, as an energy, okay? So it's going to get very woo-woo. If you don't like woo-woo, then don't take the class. This class is on December 31st. It is pricey. It's the priciest class I've ever done. But the reason for this is because it's going to change your life. It's going to really, really, really change your life. And not only that, I've also taken a mentorship class that I've learned so much more, so I could add all of this energy into the Language of Money class. So the class is $555, unless you are my blue moon. My blue moons, you get it for $444. And if you're my uncalls, you don't pay anything for it. If you're paying for 2024, my 2024 uncalls, you don't have to pay for the class. You're automatically part of that. That's because it's awesome to be my on-call client. So the reason I'm sharing this now is because I know that is a big hefty for that class. It's 21 modules. So it's a class that you could take over and over and access and shift and keep growing. The whole thing is that a lot of us like to scale from here to, to levels. But that class could take you from here to here. So it's really, really awesome. We manifested craziness with my wealth class, and that's just touched because we learned about money. We learned about the energy of money. But in this class, we're going to learn how to speak to money in its divine language. It's so crazy learning this. I'm so excited. So payment plans. If you want to be part of the class, I'm offering payment plans. It's we have September, October, November, December. So we have 4 months to pay the $555. So we could break it down into, you could do one payment a month, you could do every 2 weeks. I will work with you so you could pay for your class. You do not want to miss this class. Now, let's connect with Archangel Raziel and call it a night. Let's see. All right, so I want you guys to sit down in a very comfortable position because we are going to invoke the essence and energy of Archangel Raziel as he's going to shift our vibrations so we could be in tune with our now radiance through this new moon energy. So we could see, witness, feel, acknowledge, comprehend the illustrations that the angels are sharing with you as they download all of this through me, sharing all of this energy through me onto you, sharing all of this divine energy through me onto you. Archangel Raziel says, thank you for being here. He wants to acknowledge that a lot of you have been going through a lot of energies. I'm feeling a bit emotional because some of you have a lot of sadness that comes in from your solar plexus and you feel it almost like in your stomach. So I want you to take a deep breath in. Let's release all that dark energy. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Drop down into your heart center. Archangel Raziel wants you to know that it's going to be okay, that there's a peaceful resolution to your wanting, your desires, your intentions. And to just allow the energies to flow and just to let go. To let go. So I want you to feel this. Come along with me. I want you to declare in this moment during this radiant new moon energy, I will let go anything and everything that no longer serves me. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Archangel Michael is here with his beautiful celestial vacuum. And he is absorbing all of those toxic energies, all those low vibrations, just vacuuming them out of your aura, out of your chakras. He's just absorbing all of that energy with his celestial vacuum. And he's sending that energy into the black hole. It's away from you, into the black hole, which is the garbage can of the universe, where it either will be transmuted into positive light energy or until judgment day. So release all of that. Just release it, release it, release it. I'm feeling a pain here on my right. I feel like a pain right here. So I feel like this is stress, maybe paternal energy. So some of you have been going through stress. This has to do with husbands, spouses, fathers, bosses. I feel like this energy and tension right here. So I want you to take that energy and I want you to put it into a ball. Let's put that energy. Let's take all that energy out. Whoever's sending you that energy, take it out. Let's put it into a sphere. And let's send it to Archangel Michael, who's right here. Archangel Michael's going to take this ball and he's going to send it into the black hole to be transmuted into positive energy, but also to heal the person that's causing all this disharm and disharmony in your life. Because this person is also going through personal issues and also his own psychic attacks. So he is using this energy and bestowing it over you because he can't handle. So you're like the target. You're like who he's picking. So just breathing all that beautiful positive prana, breathe it in. Absorb all that beautiful high frequency energy with the angels. Thank you, Archangel Raziel. You are magnanimous, and we've had such a beautiful and serene manifesting time here together. He's wanting to say stuff. I'm pausing. He wants to let you all know that it's all about divine timing. And he's saying that he keeps repeating that because there's some of you that are not understanding and acknowledging this. You keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And he says that the more that you look upon the situation and try to kind of put it almost into a telescope and you're trying to figure it out and break it down because you want to know and you want to know and you're trying to figure out and trying to figure out. He's saying the more you do that, the more you're sabotaging the outcome. So simply allow. I also see that there was a block between a husband and wife. Huge block, huge block, huge block. And then things are going to start coming into revelations. Things are things are going to be seen that weren't seen before. Truths are coming out, and you will acknowledge that all of this guilt and resentment maybe that you were feeling is not all yours. I feel like the other person also hasn't been a saint. There's some kind of unseen situations unraveling, and you're finding out about these things. There's been little clues and signs that almost like spirit has been leaving you breadcrumbs to acknowledge, because all the focus has been on you, and this person hasn't been a saint. And they're saying that you're going to find out more. There's a lot of revelations that are going to come out into the light. Again, I just never know what they're talking about. Overall, Archangel Raziel says, through this beautiful radiant new moon energy, it's a lot of release because we are still in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. I think Mercury retrograde goes direct on the 14th or 15th, so like today and tomorrow. So there's a lot of unfinished things, and you're going to still feel that residue for another week, especially that we're having this portal shift, so a lot of vibrating energies. So try your hardest. He's telling us all, including myself, to stay in the light, because the more you focus on your desires, on that story of what you are, who you truly are, the more you will manifest. So stay in that truth. Remember that all that other things, all that noise are all lies. All those stories others told about you are all lies. Stay in your truth. All right. Namaste. Thank you guys for being here. Our next live is going to be the Maybon. So that should be on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. And we are going to connect with more manifesting energy. And when it comes to the Maybon, we work with goddesses and certain elemental spirits. You just never know who's going to show up. This was more Archangel Raziel, and Jophiel showed up, and Michael showed up. So it's very, very nice when we do this work, because we just never know who's going to show up. Don't forget to share this video, because you just never know who's going to need this healing. And you could use it as many times as you want, because there's so much that happened here. So much healing energy, so much manifesting energy. Also, a great thing for you to do during these frequencies is sea salt baths. So Epsom salt, Himalayan salt. I have some portal shift baths that I have on my TikTok shop. You guys are more than welcome to get. You can message me. They're not expensive. I think even with shipping, I think they're $11. But these are great ways to just clear all those toxins out of your body and your aura. You have a magical new moon, and I will see you soon. And if you want to be part of the 555, the language of money class, message me and I will work it out with you. Namaste.